I just think that in reality, you gotta have common sense along with book smart. You gotta have common sense. If you don't know not to put your hand on this damn stove because it's hot, that means you have no common sense. It's hot. You know you don't supposed to put your hand on it.
What we're seeing, what's going on is, unfortunately, you have a lot of fathers in prison, right? We were programmed early on, Mo, when the fathers couldn't be in the home, when our parents had to be on welfare. So we were programmed then. They was programming us then to take the man out the home, right? The head, the guy who's supposed to teach his son how to shave, tie his tie. Eye opener. This is for a conversation for with our kids and grandkids. Because we if we pass it to our kids, they should be passing it down to their kids. But they're watching us, so we act out here acting a fool. Guess what's gonna happen? Who they learning from? Where they getting the information from?
You know what? This is exactly why the therapists or the counselors, my job becomes harder, because I deal with the men that are being taken, I'll say, addicted to something. Either to sex. They're addicted to sex. They're addicted to drugs. They have miscommunication. They're angry. They're angry at their fathers for not being in the picture. They're angry at the mothers for what the mothers couldn't provide. And I'm speaking from a mother that came from a marriage. So I was married and the husband left.
About black, I don't think it's for all cultures, but like dude said, man, women want the bad boy, they attracted to them. They're not attracted to the nerds or anything like that, because they made fun of them in high school. They had their own businesses, or they come up with new inventions, and then they probably think later on, I should have talked to him or something like that. But it's that's what they like, because they said in these rap videos, they said in the movie. So it's
like, I don't feel like police being in the area is the answer because of the tension. There's already problems. Like, if I see you, the first thing in my mind is to run, hide. They gonna search me, gun me down, Trayvon. I don't think that that's the answer. But
okay, Molly Moho. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in as always. They got it a lot better than we had it growing up. We literally had to wait on daddy or mommy to hand us money or food stamps to go to the store. Now and they can be all the way at work and say, "Mom, hungry, I need more money." Cash out right to your car and you good. So it's different times. So.
Hey, Ma. Greetings, everyone.
Hey, Janice. How you today?
I'm well, Ma. How are you today?
Good. Getting everybody up in here on this good Tuesday. I see we already got a good crowd on here so far. Who we got? Kenny in here. What up, Kenny?
Hey, Kenny.
Dr. Reverend Kenny, or should I say Reverend Doctor? I had to go.
Hey, it depends on the individual. They'll tell you what they want.
Okay, Louisa in the house. What's up, Louisa? The non-filter show in the house. Got
okay.
Tay in the house. What
hey,
up,
Tay?
Dr. P. Hold on, is Dr. P a chef now?
Well,
she was cooking too with me.
Yeah, she called herself Chef, Cajun Chef. Yeah.
Okay. I love that y'all doing the plant-based now. We got my boy Slicky Woo in the house. Be More Finest. Y'all know DJ Slicky Woo Boo, man. Follow him on Facebook, man. He jammed 24/7. Only time he get off is when he come on here and watch us. And then he get right back to it. Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly. Appreciate you tuning back in. You've been on the road with us. We appreciate you. You must really like the show. Like I told you before, anytime you want to come on with us, just let us know. You always Always welcome. Everybody that's watching, y'all always welcome. Y'all want to get in here and conversate with me and Jan. Any news going on down there in the A? How they treating you down there?
Oh well, I try to stay out of people's way more. I move real silent anywhere I go, so you'll never know if I'm there, not there, or all of that good stuff. Because I don't want to be the one out with the brightest outfit, the biggest jewelry. I want to be laid back in the cut. You think I'm nothing going on, but yeah, got a whole powerhouse over here.
I want to be the loudest one in the room myself.
Nah,
They say the normally
nah.
the loudest one in the room, normally the brokest.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay quiet.
Stop telegraphing your passes, people.
Hey, Dr. Pecan, you're undercover gangster.
Have been, might have to be, don't mind being one.
Yeah, we all that wrapped in one, depending on what be at this time, huh?
And that's what my money and my kids. I used to say man, but when we were younger, but it's money and kids. You can mess with the man all day long. Just don't touch my money and my kids.
Yeah, I hear that. Money and the kids.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can't trust men, man. They be in your face smiling with your girlfriend next to you, and they getting a number while you sitting there.
Smiling in your face. Whole time.
That's why you was like, I thought you was high. The mall. Sometimes you gotta keep some things out of people's way.
So is it that you can't trust the man, or you can't trust
neither one?
Girlfriend.
The girls. Right? Both of them supposed to be your allies, right?
Yeah.
But you just never know what's up people's sleeves, man. They be silently. I'm saying, want to be you, what I'm saying, want to see, all that good stuff. Yeah. It's been done so many times to me, more. That's why I be like, man, I'm good. I don't need no friends. I don't need none of that because people so shady and shisty.
They are.
And you'll never know until, what I'm saying, till it come out in the wash.
Yeah. It's going to come out eventually, though. Hey, Mama Renters. Got Mama
Renters.
Slick time. Oh, they coming. Yeah, it's not all, man.
It's not.
I'm just that one. I'm the one that is not. It's probably the rest of them, though. I can't speak for them. I know I'm one of them that is not. But I always looked at that because I always hear men be called dogs, and as I got older, I was like, no, men are really like dogs, because they don't care. They out open with this. Like a dog will have sex outside in front of whoever, but a cat won't. A cat more private, and she's like women more like that. She's like, but a lot of people take it as a bad thing, like, oh, you a dog. You're like, no, men really act like dogs. If a woman is his treat, he good with her. But let another girl come and try to get him some treat. Them dogs will take that treat. She's like, hey, get any dog. You walk to a random dog with some treats, he gonna take that treat. He's like, you got some cats won't take it just because they don't know you. They can't sense you. They just more loyal. I always thought dogs was more loyal, but I guess when you got a treat, you can get them. So men are loyal, but when you got your girlfriend throwing these treats at him, Janice, what you think he gonna do if he consider
it? Yeah,
crazy,
definitely. So that's why I say, you know what? Who do you trust? Who can you trust, right? It don't matter, man. People laugh in your face like nothing's going on. I mean, I had a neighbor's husband, right? Just constantly trying, I'm like, nigga, me and your wife are okay. I'm not that woman. Mom. Yeah. And it bothers me. So I'm like, do I tell her? Right?
Oh, my bad, Slick.
Do I break up their happy home? Right?
Nah, I wouldn't do it because it might backfire. Now she might not believe you, and then y'all ain't talking. Yes. So it's just like it is a confusing situation now. If it continue to go on, you might have to. But if he get the message like, oh, she ain't going for it, let it be, but he eventually gonna get caught. She might already know.
I told him, I said, so not only are you trying to talk to me, your neighbor, somebody your wife communicate with, you're on a regular, so if you doing it to me, I said, Lord have mercy on her. I just can imagine what's going on up in here. I said, but dude, stay away from me. So I haven't had any more, now it's just a hi. Hey, neighbor.
In and out of there. It's like, Janice acting kind weird. She normally speak a little more to it. Nah, man, you do, man. And it make us look bad for the rest of us because, they expect That's how a lot of these husbands out here doing.
Yeah.
And then why he even asked you that, that just let you know it's a lot of women that's okay with that. Like we're in the days era that it's okay to be a side chick. It's okay to be a side nigga. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
Like they got days after Valentine's Day, side chick days. Like, oh, like, and they okay with it.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, look, you go ahead and do your thing with her and then get with me later. So I don't know. It's different times. I just can't adjust to it, and I think I supposed to be with this, Jenna, what they got going on. I just can't get with it, Janice. That's just
Mom, but you know what? That's one of the characteristics that's a must for me is loyalty. When I see you disloyal, I kind of try to separate. I'll continue. I'll be cordial, but it bothers me to the core when I know you're not loyal. It bothers me.
Yeah, man.
It really does, and that's not good. I guess that's something I need to process.
Yeah, that's tough. It's like that with business too, man. You got to be careful. Like you'll be doing business with somebody, and then you turn around, it's people you friends with trying to do business with them behind your back instead of going through you. So I done went through that a whole lot. Like, hold on, did you call such? Like, why you? Yeah, but they charged me 2,000. That's what you get because you done went through me. It'd been 500. But you got a lot of people out here that always trying to go around. In the streets, they say, oh, they try to go around and meet the plug.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
nobody like you to meet they plug. It don't
Yeah.
matter if it's T-shirts, drinks, or anything. Because people always trying to go around or they try to throw dirt on your name. They try to find anything to kick you out. So I understand, but it's a cold, cold world, y'all. We
It
got to
is.
adjust or we got to change it, so far the change ain't been working. So I'm trying to adjust while I hope make some change. But you gotta adjust. You got to.
You gotta adjust, man. You gotta be able to. You need your homie nephew to tell his ass.
What
He
up,
needs to
Reese?
meet you.
You got Reese Ray in the house. Yeah, that's so shoot. We call them people backstabbers. Snakes. It's the last day of Black History Month, y'all. Last day. I guess we ain't gonna celebrate it in March. Oh my God. Hey, we told y'all before, Black History is every day, but for
Every
the
day.
time that the whites sell it with us, they celebrate it with us. Hey, we only do it in February with them. Outside of February, we do it every day. But this the last day, y'all. Y'all got anything y'all want to add to it? Because I want to talk a little bit about Big Mama Thornton. I don't know if y'all ever heard of her. It's new to me. I don't really know too much about music, but I know Slicky do, Reese Reed, they into that music heavy. So what they always say, the haters are gonna hate. Just keep on pushing, let the haters make you greater. Yeah, but how you know they hate it until it's too late?
Right.
Like they gotta do something, right? So it's like they gotta do some hating shit so you to know they hate it. It'd be hard. People like, man, you should stay away from haters. Like how?
You a hater.
No, they
You
hate
might be
it.
the biggest hater.
Yeah, like
No.
it might be you, like till you show me some, but for the ones I know who already hating, yeah, I stay away from. But I don't know how you avoid haters when you always doing good, So you out here and you expect to do good things, just always expect it's gonna be some haters.
It comes with it.
Yeah,
Just cover yourself. Cover yourself. And you good. It'll roll off your back.
Blue singers. Yeah, man, that's what we talking about today. Cause Elvis Presley, man, he get a whole lot of credit for a lot of the things that been done in the music industry. And we already shared before one show who he took a lot of his style from. Even the voice alone was like, God dang, it was a black guy. So it's just like, man, these people always take it. And then when they take things from people like her, Mama Thornton, you don't hear about them. So when this song come up, you only think about Elvis. That's how I did. But it's good that Reese, and a few other.
But you know what, Mom? I watched that movie, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and same thing.
Man.
Same thing. Yeah, they put the white. They take your music and let a white orchestra band play the music, right? So the white people could get used to the sound. So they'll tell the black person. They was telling her, you got to speed up the tempo because they dance real hard.
Yeah.
Wow. So she didn't, she was trying and she brought it up, but so they always got it back. Well, number one, they always at the table. So they had a backup plan. All they needed was her to drop the lyrics. and they use the information for the white bands. And they've been doing this to all but those artists back in the 50s and the 60s. So it's nothing new.
I seen it on Dream Girls when they were singing it. Got me a Cadillac, Cadillac, Cadillac. I said, what? Then they had the white people coming in. They took the whole song, made a video to it. Say, oh my goodness, man. They even put in the movies on how they used to just take our music. And there was nothing they can do about it. She had a song written. Yeah, I'm gonna play some for some of the people who probably haven't heard her before. Because it was my first time. I wasn't around during these times, but I was just shocked. And it's a side by side where you can say one over top of the other. Shot. This Mama Thornton, Big Mama Thornton, y'all. This last day of day Black History Month, but we know it's every day with us. But check
You ain't nothing but a hound dog when snooping on my door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog when snooping on my door. You can wag your tail, but I ain't gonna feed you no more. You ain't nothing but a hound dog when snooping
What's up,
on my
everybody?
door.
This is Big Tony of the legendary Trouble Phone, and you're tuned in to the Tom Won't Show. Let's get it.
Get it. Oh man, and that's just something small. I'm pretty sure he probably took plenty of more music from other people, but for this lady to already be doing her own thing, her own shows and stuff, I was just amazed that it was allowed. But during them times, I see a lot of things that was allowed, but I just hate the fact that Elvis gets so much credit. Like he one of the top famous singers ever. I wasn't even around when Elvis was out doing this thing, and I know about him. Cause I hear people, even my people, I remember people listening to him as I was growing up and like, boy, you don't know about Elvis, man. And even from the dance moves he stole from black people, his voice he stole from black people. And now you see total complete songs he took from black people. I'm like, who the hell is Elvis then? I just don't like it. I want to know how y'all feel about that. And if y'all even know about Big Mom, since this the last so-called day of Black History.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts on this Janice Big Mama Thornton? You know about her?
I heard about her, but the thing is, more it's the record label. It's not the artist. The record label. They want the money. They see the big picture. They're at the table, so they'll swap out artists to do a song. You can write a song, and they might say, "No, I'm gonna give this to Sierra," right? Because of her makeup, maybe a tone. But again, that's just the business. It's so unfair. I'm Janice and Radio today. But this is what they do. Come on, every aspect of any way of fulfilling any type of satisfaction, and they see that it works for us. They take it. They got the money. Hey, Kimberly, they have the money, right? They have the resources. They're at the table, so they can go tell their buddy, let's put our money together and do this. And then they come up, and we sit here looking like I told you about this idea. That's why you gotta learn to patent your ideas, guys. So that way, if somebody could try to come across it or hear about it and try to run and do it, it's already done. My brother used to tell me about this years ago. Patent says whatever name you like something, patent it. And we look at it and know what Hollywood is doing. That's exactly what they're doing. They're running patent it real quick. So unfortunately, they already have the upper hand, Ma. They're already on two legs while we still trying to get up off our knees.
This is crazy to me. It's still amazing to me. And I'm pretty sure it's probably been done today, right now. And I probably just don't even notice it. But lately, I've been seeing a lot of songs being remade. Like I think it's new. Then I remember my father like, oh boy, that's just a sample of such and such song. I'm like, what? And it's like, dang, do we come out with anything new? But even the songs that's been sampled, it mostly was black music. It was us. I was like, dang, like we really need our own thing. If that ain't the case, we need to just just stop making music totally. Cause it's like we ain't got no control over nothing. Mike, it seemed like he bought the rights to his song. He ended up owning Sony and some more things, but that ain't get him nowhere but an early grave, I believe. So it's just like, is some of these things worth dying for? You know, it's like I know we want to fight for these things, and a lot of people been fighting it, but at the same time, it's like a lot of them been fighting and dying after, and then they get washed out of history. You know, it's like they don't even talk about it. They pretend like he wrote this song. You know, they show his performance when he sang, like she was really out here already singing this song, word for word. You know, I seen somebody in the comments said she sung it bad. I think that was Dr. P. You know, I just don't like it, Janice.
They try to cover that word cover. I like that, Dr. P. They try to cover everything we do. They go out and get the lip injections, the breast, I mean not the breast, the butt injection. They want to look like us. The only thing we try to emulate is the straight hair. Some of us have it and some of us don't.
Yeah, down. I mean, girls get the perm, the straightener, they do all types of things, but that's society, you know. A lot of girls they do look nice when they do straighten their hair out or that, but I
Yeah.
think like they look just as nice with it curly
Yeah.
and crinkled too, you know. So it's cool to switch it up. It's just the ones that just always wanted to look white, you know. So it's like, come on now, like sometimes go natural, or sometimes look like a sister, get a bush or something, but times has changed, you know, and I think we had to fit in, and now people did whatever we had to do to have a better life. At them times, it was best to fit in. Or you can't get this job. I remember
Yes.
growing up, they was like, "Oh, you can't go to this school if you got cornrows," you
Yeah.
know, or you can't work at this job if you wear braids. So it's like we did come a long way because now they allowing some of these things, and back then they was forced to get the perms and get this wigs and stuff, or you couldn't work at that job. And if you want to continue to work at that government job,
Yeah.
why not? You know, you're gonna do
Yeah.
whatever you gotta do, and you still look nice with it on. It just now they gonna have a problem because when these sisters out here and they wearing these wigs and all these lace front, they look better than y'all. So it's like now it's gonna really cause a problem. At first they not put it together. Now that only they not put it together, they not make their own wig caps. It's
Yeah.
like, man, it's really getting amazing out here, man. I like it.
Yeah.
I got big
Yeah,
neck.
but you know the sad thing about it, everything we master and we do better, or we look great at doing more. We all here comes some old shenanigans. Now this is not even a shenanigan. This was just wrong on all levels. Now we're talking about perms causing cancer. Hey Tyler, perms. It's like, are we serious here? Perms. So black women, right now we have to think about, what kind of chemicals, and they design these chemicals for our hair texture. So how do you come back years later and say, just like the vaccine, that it causes cancer? Oh my God. Yes, nappy is happiness. How do
Yeah,
you come back and say this caused cancer, but you created it for the black population?
yeah, I heard that the Doc and Lovelies and all that stuff, the chemicals. But I always thought like, wouldn't that make sense though? You put chemicals on your scalp, you know. But a lot of people say you don't supposed to put it on your scalp. You just supposed to put it on your head. Don't supposed to touch the scalp. So it's like even toothpaste, they say, you know, don't swallow it. You like dog. But why would y'all make something that people got to actually put in their mouth and then tell them don't swallow none of it?
No kids gonna swallow it.
Kids gonna swallow that stuff regardless. Mouthwash, they want you to gargle your mouth out with it, but don't swallow it. You know, it's like these people be setting us up, man, and then we feel like we did something wrong, something go wrong. Like, no, don't give us something that we can't even accidentally swallow. They got other ways of making mouthwash. Now that I know that I'm plant based, I'm like, wow, you can accidentally swallow this. It's cleaning supplies that you can actually drink. You know, so why y'all got all this Ajax and Pine Sol, these chemicals that you can't even inhale too long? Because I know when I'm around, I be feel like I'm gonna fall out. So I'm like, but they got actually natural cleaning supplies out here that not only you can clean up with it, you can drink it. Like the kids can actually get into it and drink it, and won't nothing happen. You know, so it's like they purposely. I'm with you, Danny. They doing this purposely.
Yeah.
I'm getting pissed. I'm calm down. Calm down, Slicky Boo. Calm down, man. Yeah, I don't wear perms anymore anyway. That's good. That's good. Cause there's a way you can wash it out. What they do, like mayonnaise and eggs or something. I
You
heard.
can't wash the perm out. It's something texturized. It grips to your hair follicles. But the
Oh,
best way to do, which we used to do back in the day, was get your hair pressed by your mother, right? I
okay.
was over Miss Ray house the other day, and she was like, "Can I press your hair?" It can't. That was a trigger because my mother was the only person pressing my hair as a child. So I see some similarities in this young lady, Raydale Skaggs, the lady we interviewed, right? One of my girlfriends, good friends. I'm a good friend now. What did she tell me? Oh, you a better friend now. You getting better and better. So I'm getting working my way up to best friend, y'all. But the bottom line is she pressed my hair, right? And I was just like, it kind of, emotionally, I was like, wow, just loving on the idea, but my mother did it. This is what was good for our hair. So it brought back memories. So we just got to do what's necessary to take care of you. And those old remedies and stuff they used to do back in the day, guys, we got to remember that stuff. It happened because you talking about they use these ideas and theories and modalities in back in the slave time. So they know something.
You can say only to us black people, huh? Yeah. Mayonnaise and eggs are used for what? Okay.
Conditioners.
Okay. The straightening comb on the stove. I got that before because I wanted to be Bones like Snoop Dogg off the movie. And my mother like, well, ain't nobody putting no perm in your hair. Only way I can get it that straight. And she had to put on the stove the little straightening comb. Boy, that thing get too close. I was like, But when she was done, I was psyched running around there. Thought I was Snoop Dogg for real. But we know better now, so it's like hopefully people ain't out here doing it to their kids, So you good, fried, Jake? Yeah, they definitely do it. Trees, I ain't see trees in a while, man. I'm worried about them out there in Ohio. I'm gonna play this clip, and I want to get y'all thoughts on this. I know some of y'all that been watching, y'all know what's been going on down there in Ohio. The air, everything been messed up, the water, and this all came to a train crash somehow. I don't know how trains just collide and accidentally break one of the toppest, strongest chemicals out here in the world that's in a container that can't be opened. Like they could have dropped this container out of plane and it won't pop open. So I don't know how these things pop open. Like this made in these special sealed containers that don't post to just pop open. So it's weird though. But I'm gonna play this clip because we ain't saying it. They saying it as well. And I told you I'm gonna be sharing a lot of clips from other nationalities talking about the same things that we talking about. Because it seems like their videos don't get flagged or anything when they speak on it. But the minute we do, it's always a problem. It's weird though. But check this out.
This Ohio train disaster has pointed out some frightening realities about living in the United States, and I wanted to talk about just a few of them that I find the most disturbing. The first one is I'm hearing that Norfolk Southern actually went around the community where the train derailed and told people they would test their water for free as long as they signed a waiver, and this waiver makes it impossible for the citizens who signed to sue the company. Which is wild to think about because the EPA and everyone else in the area says that it's safe for people to live, but animals are dying, plant life is dying, people are seeing weird things in the water. I mean, you can see the chemicals in the water, in people's tap water. People are talking about rain smelling like chlorine. Air quality index reports show that the air quality is safe, but people are experiencing something that's quite a bit different. So it's like, not only is the railroad company hedging themselves and protecting themselves legally, but government agencies seem to not be interested in protecting residents either. Like, where's the EPA on this? Why isn't anybody getting arrested? And actually, the people that wind up getting arrested, if anybody is, it's going to be the workers, not the people who are responsible for overworking them, underpaying them, understaffing the teams and crews that were trying to unionize before all of this happened. The other really disturbing thing about this is that nobody's reporting on this entire thing. It's almost exclusively TikTok and Twitter that's carrying this story because Fox won't report on it, CNN won't report on it. When they do, it's very minimal coverage. And I guess that makes sense when you consider that 30% of Norfolk Southern, the company that caused this whole crash to happen, the ones that are responsible, they're owned primarily by BlackRock and Vanguard, the two largest stakeholders in this company. They're both hedge funds. And incidentally, CNN, which is owned by Warner Discovery, and Fox News, which is owned by Disney, Vanguard and BlackRock are the two major shareholders in both of those companies. So the people that have a majority shareholder stake in the railroad that derailed also have a majority stake in the media companies that would be reporting on it. The other thing that I've been thinking about that just is so disturbing to consider is preppers have always gotten this bad rap. They've been written off as the crazy people, storing up food in case of a doomsday apocalypse, and everybody just assumes that that's not going to happen because society is going to break down very quickly, and you're not actually going to be able to eat your food that you prepped with because raiders are going to come and take it all. But the reality is, those are the only people that are prepared for this, because we have no idea how this is going to affect us long term. And it's going to get into our food because most of the grains are produced in that area. And this time next year, all of the grains that come up during this growing season are going to be in the cereal. They're going to be in the bread. They're going to be in everything. And it's going to take a decade, maybe more, for all of the cancers that will cause to show in the population. And the only way to avoid it is if you've been stockpiling food for decades. These people that are prepared to be able to weather this storm, whether they're in Ohio or not, they're the same people that we've all, the mainstream media included, have called crazy. And they might be the only people who actually have the ability to insulate themselves from this ecological disaster. And the thing that makes me the most angry is that
All right, look. Okay, we're going to do this thing, man, in about 5 minutes.
Hi everyone, this is Anu from Jane Jewelry Network. Don't miss the Tom Moe Show, Monday through Friday, 1 to 2 p.m. And guess what? On Wednesday, you also get another viewing from 9:30 to 10:30. Don't miss it.
Welcome to the Tom Moe Show. Yeah, you know. Welcome to the Tom Moe Show. Yeah, good to go. Welcome to the Tom Moe Show.
It's getting crazy out here. For some of y'all just tuning in, basically what he was saying is a lot of the stocks and a lot of the food do come from that part of Ohio. A lot of these grocery stores and stuff, that's where they grow a lot of their food at, and that's where they get it from. So he basically saying the next grow that come this way gonna have those chemicals in it. Because they not doing really anything about it. It's nothing you can really do about it, but wait throughout time, hopefully that the chemicals that die off. So it's just like, I don't know if this is an accident. If it was an accident, why CNN, Fox, and everybody not talking about it? Why only people on social media talking about it? And these only people from social media actually living down there that's showing us the water that actually coming out they sink. They scared to take a bath because the water look terrible. They can tell that it's chemicals actually in the water. There have been people trying to boil water, and it still ain't doing nothing, So it's like people been getting sick, the animals dying, the plant life is gone. So they just like, what can they do in this situation? And why America's not talking about it? And I think it's because of money. A lot of these people that's behind the money that's going on with the chemicals and stuff, they still behind the media as well. So they got money in both stocks. So they don't want one to hurt the other, But right now they're in a loophole. I don't know what they're gonna do. What you think about this, Janice? Man, I'm talking about animals are falling out. Look at the water.
The government big cover up. We keep talking, but everything keep coming right back to the government. They regulate this company. Well, not the company. The material, right? You gotta have certain policies and procedures which must be approved to get these contracts, right? My thing is to everyone, just read the label. Now that we know from this information here, excuse me, no COVID. What may happen? It's toxic, right? And it could last. Oh my God, he said something over 10 years. It might take 10 years for it to show up on a lab result, right?
Yeah.
This is where most of our grains come from. So this is scary. So even trying to be vegan and eating things, eating good food, healthy stuff, guys, we got toxins now that could be going to be filtered throughout the nation. What are they going to do? The two owners, excuse me, they plugged, they connected. So it is what it is. This is just how they care about the people, though. This is unfair to people, babies, elderly people, but they don't care. We got to take care of ourselves. So again, they can't drink water. So what do we do here? Hey, Tomo. I'm real
What
hard.
up, got up in here. It's just scary to me because it's like, what are we doing for these people? You know, they can't drink their water. You know, like, so at the end of the day, we should be sending water down there. We should be relocating them somewhere. But at the same time, we not doing anything. And if they is, they not talking about it. You know, we should be hearing about it because we keep hearing how much they doing for Ukraine. You know, oh, how much money they sending to Ukraine? How much money y'all sending to Ohio? What are y'all doing about these people who actually still got to live down there with the chemicals actually in the sky? It ain't like it's just like in the water and they can just avoid the water. No, it's everywhere. It's in the air. So they breathing it, you know. So it's like they not only breathing it, they drinking it, and you know it's bad when the animals dying from it. Animals know to get away from all type of chemicals. They can't even get away from it. So it's like, come on, man, we got to get our people from down there. You know, I don't know what they're gonna do about that environment, period, but it need to be sealed off. That joint need to be treated like Area 51. That's how I feel like it's too much going on down there, and these things gonna cause cancer and a lot of people body, but it's gonna hit them 10, 15 years from now, and then they gonna be like, oh,
that jab.
Yeah, later on. It's the same thing that happened with Area 51. Everybody that worked in that area, that they end up with cancer later on. You know, and now they like, oh, where it came from, all of the radiation and this and that. What they think gonna cause these people to have the same issues? So it's like we really
think about the pregnant mothers out here.
Oh man, dang, pregnant mamas, old people, young people. It's sad.
They don't care. They really don't care. The government should have fined them. They should have relocated these residents. The government don't care.
Yeah, they got top stories on the news, man. This was one of the top stories that went viral, you know, and I'm just like who cares? Like some of the things they talk about is just to throw our attention off. What's up, Carmen?
Hey, Carmen.
Gotta get Carmen on here. Where you at, girl? But this was breaking news. I ain't even gonna go to commercial after this.
A Carbon County family says it has experienced nothing short of a miracle. They tell us their little dog was snatched by an eagle from their backyard.
They searched in vain, just hoping to find its body. Little did they know, somebody had found their dog 4 miles away. From there, the story gets even better. Here's Joy Howe.
You could say the Newhards are animal people. They have 4 little dogs who complete their family. But Tuesday, they had come to tearful terms that their family had lost one.
Never crossed my mind that would ever happen.
Tuesday afternoon, the dogs went out in the yard to play as usual. Monica says her brother was the one who was home and let them out. He looked up and saw a majestic eagle circling. Then it swooped down. In a flash, little 8-pound Zoe was gone, flying out of sight, clutched in the eagle's talons. The family desperately began searching near the Lehigh River. They say the temps were in the single digits. The water had frozen, and they realized the eagle must have been looking for alternatives for food. They put a picture on Facebook, hoping that at least get the body back so they could bury her.
Never were we looking or even thinking that our dog would be alive. It was dead.
Meantime,
and I see a little spot in the road, white spot.
2 hours later and 4 miles away, Christina Hartman spotted something in the road.
It's all frozen, hardly moving.
She took Zoe home, fed her, revived her, and she knew she had a family somewhere, so she went online.
The second thing I see is Monica and her granddaughter and Zoe.
She didn't know the people, but she recognized the dog instantly.
I said to my friend Cindy, oh my God, this is a miracle. There's a God.
Now reunited, everyone involved is still in awe of this.
So many things could have gone wrong, and they didn't.
Oh, it made me cry. And Monica is such a nice lady.
The Newhart family is gratefully back together again. All 4 fur babies.
Thank you.
And maybe a couple extended family members to boot. Their little miracle Zoe, very much alive, along with a renewed faith in the kindness of strangers.
People are...
She is dead. That damn dog is gone, y'all. That dog went viral on Instagram first. Everybody was posting the eagle with this dog. You know, like I even got the video of that as well, because that's what went viral first. And then the next day, the news go viral with this video talking about they found the damn dog. And then the lady talking about, yeah, I seen a little white spot on the road. What was you just doing outside on the road for one randomly? Two, eagles eat what they catch. He couldn't find nothing in the sea. He ain't dropping that little ass dog and not eating it. But this is the stuff they do to distract you, and people will believe this story. They get actors out here. This lady ain't find this dog. That dog is long dead, and there's a lot of other dogs that look just like the same dog. They got 4 of them, but they just like, man, the stuff that they put out here just to make a story out of it, just to keep our attention off Ohio and what's really going out here in the world. But Janice, you think this story deserved to make breaking news or news period?
Nothing about this says newsworthy to me. Nothing. You got kids out here dying. You got, man, it's too many things out here that we can really be shedding light on as opposed to a freaking dog, eagle. Okay, yeah, it's exciting. It's something that kids will probably love to talk about and see. But no, it's too much crime, violence. We talk these toxins, like you said, it's distraction. These toxins in Ohio should be a focus. They need to keep their foot on these people's neck because you got people out. You got pregnant women out here. They're babies now. They're exposed to toxins. Toxins are bad for us, especially plastic. Something is not sitting well with me on this nonsense, Mom.
He's talking about these are white people. Please understand.
Yeah,
exactly. They are white people. It's white people out here getting shot and killed too. They ain't talking about that because they don't want us to believe that those things happening in the white community or in white society, period. Like these white people out here losing it, man. They out here homeless too. They don't like to really talk too much about it. The lady on the video looked like they gave her a dime bag to say everything she said. I don't care what y'all say. Ain't no way she just randomly found that dog and then they just making a story out of it. Eagles don't just let dogs go. Coyotes, all that. Once they catch a little puppy, he gone. He's dead. Is gone. He dropped him. You think that joint land? That dog was running around and he nursed him within 4 hours. They was only 4 miles away. They done got the dog back in there. Nursed him back, went on Facebook. Oh, these got to be these people's dog. Let me reach out to him. Here go your dog. That dog done went, man. That dog got a story to tell, man. He done made it through that. Like, come on, man. I'm telling you, that's how eagles kill a prey. They drop them from afar, then they dead from there. Then pick them back up, and it's all she wrote. So I don't know. I just wanted y'all to see how they distract us from those type of weird stories. But I'm right. Them white people love them dogs. So that's a big story for them. They definitely gonna watch it. It just be funny when we get caught up into it too. Like we don't give a fuck about no damn dog. Like I'm sad that the dog went out, but y'all don't think that life is life. How you gonna be sad the dog died? But that eagle needed to eat. That eagle life too. But you kill a pig, you kill a cow, we eat all that. So it's like, man, I don't know. We pick out poison. But my boy get banded every month, every year. Every second, he still ain't on no platforms, bro. Riz, I don't think he ever gonna get back on the platform. So we gonna keep him alive.
They got him marked like Louis Farrakhan.
Yeah, he one of those. I even hear from Farrakhan more than this dude, and he was the next up and coming. But he started to speak on things he ain't supposed to speak on. At least Farrakhan know, like he know what to say and what not to say. Farrakhan a pro at it. He know how far he can go. Sometimes our boy Izza, like he go past the line. You like, hold on. Like they gonna let him live after this? Like some of the things he say, I'd be shocking. I want to know if y'all agree with this. He said this us in America.
Travel outside this country. They don't even call it the United States. They call it the States. We don't realize that we're the only ones, meaning people in America, who see America like she portrays herself to be. Everybody outside this country knows the truth. You come and kill my people, bomb this, you kill my mama, you kill my daughter, and you calling us terrorists? I was in my house eating food. I was in my house praying. And you come and just kill us for no reason. You say we're terrorists? No, you the terrorists. Osama bin Laden was working with the CIA, the United States government. Because the United States government wanted to get the Russians or the Soviet Union out of Afghanistan. And then they demonized him as if he was a terrorist when America helped to create him. Same thing with ISIS. You can go down the list of this stuff. Saddam Hussein was also a very good friend of the Bush family. Saddam Hussein received the key to the city of Detroit.
What?
Big facts. Saddam Hussein donated over $200,000 to a church there. America was good friends with him. He was all in America all the time.
All the time, man. And that's why I be saying they give us our enemies. Why people don't like Bin Laden, Saddam Hussein? Why we don't like them? We never met them before. We don't know none of the things that they did. They did a lot of good things here in America. It ain't make sense. I knew about Bin Laden, but Saddam Hussein, I was shocked. There's things I was reading up on him, like how good of a friends he was with the Bush families. You know, and you do all these good things by America, and then they turn around and make you a snake. They turn you into this terrorist overnight, and they do this all the time. Now Kanye, he's a terrorist. Who else? Kyrie Irving, Trump, Israel, Brizza. They make our enemies. Like they tell you who not to like and who to like. You know, and it's scary. You know, but it's good to hear that people like they starting to wake up. They can't just tell us anything no more. Now we can research for ourselves and see. Like it don't make sense to us. If we really going to war with these people, or we really got beef with these people, we can say it in the street terms if y'all don't understand. If we really going at it with these people, we not going to do business with these people. We still doing business with China. So it's either we doing business with them or we slaves. Which one is it? You know, we can't be both. If we businessmen, then we actually working with them. There's no way we about to go to war with our business partner. Like, what is it? We really going to war with Russia? If that's the case, then why are we doing business with them? Why is Putin and them always meeting up? Why Trump, Obama, all our presidents go over there and shake his hand? We see this on national TV. They working together and they use their own media. They don't know what they're using over there because over there they call us the states. And that's real. They just call us the states. It's the same thing, United States, but they hate us. And when you go and hear the stories, you like, damn, I would hate these type of people too. You know, like y'all just bombing us. Y'all just come over here snatching us out our homes, killing our families. And it could be their own people that just dress like America. Or it could be some favors that we doing for them that keep their people in control. I'm just saying, if I want them to follow me and listen to me and trust me, I can't just tell them that. I got to get them a threat, get them an enemy. So they gave them an enemy. America, we their enemy. You know, so they make them feel like we going to protect y'all from America. But we can't just say that. We got to really show action. We got to make America do something. So America go over there, bomb some shit, scare the shit out of these people. So what they do, they depend on their government, protect us from these people. They willing to go out there and shoot and fight and die for this shit because that's how far they got them to believing that they are really our enemy. And then they do the same thing with us, but they do it a little different with us. They tell us it, and then at the end of the day, they put it in movies. Every movie I grew up, it was all about terrorists, like, oh, Bin Laden, them type dress people. Oh, we at war with them. All the army movies, we at war with them. So they program you to start to think like, oh, these must be the enemy. When it's not. And then when they bomb stuff like 9/11, we don't know if it was an inside job, but you know, things starting to come out and say it might have been an inside job. Who knows? But at the end of the day, they blame Bin Laden in them. They blame the terrorists. So what we gonna do? We gonna depend on them to go fight back. We want our lick back. Not only that, we want to be protected. We gonna trust y'all to get this done. And George Bush was ready to go to war. We gonna go to war. We gonna do this. But the whole time it was a game. They playing chess and we out here playing checkers. Yes. Like for real, they really moving the board ahead and we way far back. That's just my thoughts. I want to know what y'all think on that because he did break down some things, man. But if he having me thinking, man, they playing this, Janice. What's your thoughts?
Well, one thing we can say is Obama knocked that block off.
Yeah.
They couldn't find him, couldn't get him. Obama got him. So we know what time it is. They're at the table. They always at the table. They eat, sleep, and drink at the table, right? The Congress, they go home maybe 10 days. Hey, Rico, they go home 10 days, maybe out of 2 or 3 months, right? What they doing? They're at the table. So again, we already know, man, this is the government, gangster government at its finest. We already know the government will go over there and do something reckless, right, to another country. But the whole time, that our president and their president, they at the table.
They all at the table. They say Jimmy Carter's a real
yes.
They don't talk about him.
Oh, Jimmy.
JC, he was the man. What up, Monty? Monty, what you been on vacation again, man? How you been doing, man?
Monty.
No, I still don't say, man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. Trump ain't do nothing to you, man. Stop hating on Trump. Fuck Joe Biden. Can I see that one time? Joe Biden is a terrorist and he's a racist. Can I hear y'all say one time, fuck Joe Biden? One time. They don't say it one time, man.
We ain't gonna mess with old Sleepy Joe. Let Sleepy Joe live.
What's up, D?
We already know they just the figurehead. Everybody else at the table, and then they tell them the president what's gonna happen, how they want to see it.
Yeah, they drive puppets up there. We all know they puppets. I leave for my DR Wednesday. Look, he going out everywhere, man. We try and go, Monty. What you doing?
They
man?
have the most beautiful water.
Yeah, they do. You better be careful down there, man. They ain't
Trump got a big old house over there. We stayed at a joint.
And
back
Trump
on a big old hill.
The Trump hotel lit out there. They got casinos on the rooftop on 3 levels. These are clearly worldwide government games. You right about that, Rico. It's games, you know, and Trump can be playing his role too. You know, all of them could be playing a role, good cop, bad cop. That's what I say all the time. It just seems like he be throwing things off for them as well. Normally, I don't think he belong in there. I don't think they want him part of the game. He messing things up.
I know. Yesterday, Dr. Purpose sent us something in the group text, right, about them about Trump going back in house. He can't go back that soon. It hasn't been 4 years. Number one, right? You can't serve. Well, yes, he can. I'm sorry, he hasn't served 2. I'm thinking of the 2 terms. Okay,
no, he ain't get there yet.
I ain't saying this. I don't see this happening.
I don't see it. I ain't seen winning the first time. That's why I was shocked. You know, I was like, how the hell he win? And then the things he was saying, I was like, yeah, they gonna get him up out of there. The things he was doing, they gonna get him up out of there. They gonna even use the race card. They gonna say something about him being racist, and we'll find a way to get him out of there. You know, but I was like, nah, we already know the white majority. If he was really racist, like they'll love to keep him in that motherfucker. That's what y'all don't understand. Joe Biden, he really racist. That's why they want him in there. Like all the real people who really racist, them the people they love in office. They don't want Trump in office because he really not racist. But it's hard to tell when the media tell you something totally different. So it'd be scary. But I'm like, I'm with you, Monty. F all along, man. Get one of us in there. We need some real gangsters in there. Malik Trump would be next president. He is the best out of all the criminals. I know it, but it's hard to see it. Your next black president would be the governor of Maryland. Oh, hell no. Nah. And Biden ain't even getting his name right. He straight disrespected him, man. He didn't even get that man name right. I ain't like that. And I don't even care for too much with the politics, but I'm like, come on, man. He the first black one out here in Maryland. Y'all gonna not get my man name right? Like, nah, he's starting to do this.
He's not a part of the plan.
Yeah, but you see what that girl messed up that girl name at Chick-fil-A. It was a big deal. Everybody was like, well, that's racist because she should have said that. Well, Trump should be, Biden, all of them should be able to get our man name right too. It wasn't a big deal. We be letting these dudes get away with a lot of stuff just because they Democrats. If Biden was a Republican, we wouldn't be saying half the things we saying about him. We'd have been trying to get him out of there. So no understand politics how it works. So how can we even have an opinion? Yeah, you're right. I'm done with them. I don't vote. I don't do much, you know, but I just don't want everybody else to vote. I feel like we all don't vote. They really make change. But as long as we play the game with them, they're going to forever win. It's their game. But if we all decide to say, you know what, I'm not going to pick up the controller. They're going to be looking like, ain't nobody playing? No, we not playing y'all game no more. We don't want to play. And then they eventually started to listen, okay, what y'all want to play then? We're going to play this. But eventually, that ain't going to happen because everybody's still caught up in the old. You got to go out there and vote. You got to do this and do this. Man, we've been saying that every 4 years and nothing changed. It might change for some people who wanted Biden in there, but for society, for us, black people, don't nothing change. So I'm tired of playing the game with them. Bree told me Biden racist and Kamala known for putting. Yeah, they both known for putting black people in jail. They was cool about it. They was bragging about it. They was putting people in jail for dime bags for damn near 20 years of marijuana. And now people selling weed. They selling it legally. Yes. So it's like This is amazing. They could
They
decide.
realize the taxes they could get off of it. You know, again.
All right, Slicky Woo, go do your show then, Slicky Woo. You ain't got to hang in with us to the end of time, man. Go ahead, get out there and do your show, man. I'm going to tune in after the show, as always. See, the black folks are part of the plan, and the plan is working.
Yes.
Yeah, because they got a lot of us on their side, and we ain't got too many of them on ours. At our level, we think that we racist. You know, like we think white people racist, which some of them are, and they think they better than us. Like, no, cracker, you on the same level as me. We working at the same jobs. We sign and we get a check, the same checks, all of that. But they don't see that because they just feel like due to these history books that they better than us. But what they don't understand is it's people at the top and it's people at the bottom. The people at the top, they white, black, Chinese, yellow, they all working together to stay on top. But us at the bottom, we stand separated because we feel like we better than the next because of social status or because I make 100,000, you make 60. Like we all broke, nigga. These motherfuckers got billionaires. Like they make the money. They make the money at the end of the day. And those who look like us, they got some of them up there that's helping them to keep us in control.
Yeah.
So if China start acting crazy, they got people that's in control. They got power that can get them back down here. The Spanish people got a hand. They got people that's on that type of level. Hey, George Lopez, whoever, talk to them. You know, that's all they do. LeBron, your people's tripping. Talk to them. So they make sure they put Steve Harvey, Oprah, and all these people in position to keep us in our position. So we be looking like, oh, I want to be the next Oprah. I want to be the next. Like all you doing is be the next gatekeeper. You know, at the end of the day, because those that are at the bottom, we really think racism really exists. But at the same time, if we just work together, the whites, blacks, man, we all come together and work together, we can do a lot of things. Because those at the top, they gonna always work together. No matter what the race is, I think it's a race thing. It ain't got nothing to do with race over there. It's all about power. Hey, yeah, we're gonna let you control the black people, Al Sharpton. Farrakhan, you want to be powerful, we're gonna let you be powerful. But when the time coming, we need you to tell your peoples this. We need you to tell your peoples that. And it work every time. They tried it with Malcolm, it worked for a while. Malcolm X, it worked for a while. Eventually, some guys get tired of being a slave to them. And so eventually they gotta take them out. But then you got some dudes like Al Sharpton, they hang around as long as they can. They ain't trying to change. They ain't willing to die for a cause. So it's scary, Janice. But we only got a minute. You gotta leave them with something before we get up out of here. Some good energy. What's up, man? We got a mob. Oh, everybody popping in now. What up, D?
Yeah. So we talking about the gut. Well, I need to really be careful and stop saying this, but I don't think they really on our radar more. I don't think so.
We ain't there yet.
But I mean, we're talking about, this is just my opinion. Has nothing to do with, I'm just telling you what I see, right? But the bottom line is we really have to read these labels to see what you're eating and where the food is coming from. That's why I like the market, because you could just pick which country you want your strawberries from.
Yeah.
So, but we gotta be vigilant, right? With as we can see, they coming after us on nutritional, educational, political, criminal. All these things are, to me, criminal injustices on our people. And they know this. So to be a lawyer, you have to be able to navigate people, right? And a lot of them, like you said, they sell their soul. They go for the okie doke. And it's so unfortunate that their culture, their people, our people, we lose every time. This is why we cannot climb. We cannot get higher, or we can't, some of us, we can't get to the next level because there are going to always be barriers. But you got to have tools, guys. You can knock them barriers, like, as they say, the glass ceiling. You know what? You can knock them walls down. But you got to be in the right place mentally, right? You got to know you got to know your worth. You got to know what you're doing. You got to surround yourself with the right people. And we got to read, right? Sometimes when you're overstaffed and understaffed and overpaid and underpaid, it causes a lot of chaos in your internal self. And people don't realize that. They go home angry. I hate this job, or they're not paying me enough. You're trickling those emotions down on the loved ones in that household. Period. Right? So the thing is, guys, we can pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. We get this, right? But when they cutting your feet, your ankles, and they stabbing you and hiding their hands, you kind of feel like it's hopeless, right? We hope, nah, we're still fighters. We're innovators. We're resilient. We just got to continue to know that we got to love on each other, guys. We can't do this by ourselves, guys. We need you like you need us, right? So let's continue to be about love. Let's be about our Father's business, as the word tell us. God didn't make no mistakes when He made black people and white people and slavery and freedom. There wasn't a mistake. We know that all of these things comes to build you up, make you stronger. As they say, they used to tell us when we was younger, what don't kill you will make you stronger, right? But when you're going through something, man, you don't want to hear none of that. So we just got to continue to love on each other. But it starts with yourself. I don't know why I'm coughing. It starts with self-love. It starts with self-care, and it starts with self-awareness. We must love on ourselves, guys. We gotta, embrace who we are, how God made you. Don't alter your body and face and all that. You want to be, you want a man to validate you. Nah, man, he gonna move on, boo. It ain't gonna last like that. And that's just a little tidbit for me, because I just hate to see this constantly with our young people out here, just lost. So continue to love on yourself. Love who God made you. Love the skin you're in, as they used to say, right? So, little things that we can do to love on ourselves. Buy yourself flowers. Don't cost much to love yourself. You can write yourself a love letter. How many times? When is the last time you got a love letter? I write love letters to myself all the time because I love me. So as I always say, because I can go on and on right here, that self-care, self-love, and self-awareness is critical right now. Our young folks need us. So let's love on ourselves. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's do some self-awareness, self-care. And as I always say, the self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what's left of you.
Man, we had a great show. Another one that see how we take everything to call. Man, we had a lot of good comments too, man. I keep telling Malik, boy, we gotta get you on here, man. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, that'd be a great show. Just let me know when you free, man. We're gonna definitely get you on here. Hopefully, we ain't discourage anybody from watching the show, because some people getting scary, man. Y'all conspiracy theorists, man. It ain't nothing to do with that, man. We just try to get you to look at things a little different, and just put something different in your ear. A lot of us been taught these things from an early age. That's why I think a lot of kids really shouldn't start school till after they 8 years old. Because I told y'all, they said, give me a boy for the first 7 years. 30 years later, I already gave you the man. So if they can program your kid within that first 7 years to whatever they want, it don't matter if it's them eating junk food, eating candy. It's just like most of us, we take scribing things that get taken away from, or somebody telling us that we can't have. So a lot of times when kids know that, I can't eat too much of this, or it's only special when I eat this, they tend to eat a lot of it when they get a chance to do it. Man, I don't know. I just think they're a lot smarter than us, and it ain't got nothing to do with us. It's just that they done dumbed us down, and now they teaching us all the things that they want us to know instead of the things that we can actually learn. So I just think we need to get back to teaching ourselves, teaching our kids, and stop allowing them to put all this foolishness in our head, because when we get in our 20s, it's hard to get rid of it. It's hard to even talk to people that's actually older sometimes, just to open their eyes to some of these things. A lot of things I talk about, I'm not telling you it's true. I'm just telling you that you should look into it. I can't even tell nobody the earth might not be round. They be like, how your budget? Like, it's scientific evidence. No, it's not. Like, who told you that? But as long as you let somebody tell you that, then yeah, you're going to believe it. I tell somebody it might be land past Antarctica. Like, how you can't get over a wall? It's an ice wall. You can't get past. Fly the fuck over it. What are you talking about? Like, they don't know that we had people that actually flew over those places and told us that it was land past those places. So if people don't know, don't care to do the research, they just rather tell you that you don't know what you talking about because somebody told them that somebody was told that somebody told them. They don't understand all these things was taught to them, and it was taught to them, and they're gonna basically pass it on down. So I'm just trying to pass on some of the things that I learned along the way, just researching, and a lot of these things may not be fact, but at the end of the day, it make more sense than what they've been giving us. It make a lot more sense than the things that I've been told. So ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Y'all already know what it is. If ain't nobody tell you they love you today, just know that me and Miss J do. From this time to the next time, peace. We up out of here. I know we had some good people. Who we having here, Jay, today?
Wow. We had a nice crowd today. We had Kenneth, Louisa, Big Tay popped in, Dr. P as usual, our co-host. DJ Slicky, the DJ, check him out. Kimberly, we had 2 Kimberlys in here. I know my homie Kimberly Brown from the Farms was in here. Felicia, Reese, we had Tyler, Nene, Tom came through, Carmen, Monty stopped through, Malik as usual, Rico came through here, Dominique, and Big D.
Man, appreciate it. We had a good show today. Appreciate it, Kimberly. Appreciate all y'all. See y'all tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Me, Janice, and Dr. P will be in the house Wednesday night. Me, Tom, Mo, and my girl Sade will be in here. So we got a lot of good shows coming up, man. Y'all stay safe and y'all stay hungry out there and stay woke. I know y'all hear that a lot, but I mean that, man. Keep your eyes open. Keep it on the swivel, especially at the gas station, ladies. There's a lot of weirdos out here, man. There's a lot of weird things happening. So when I say stay woke, I ain't saying, oh, you got to be woke and it. I'm saying, like, keep your eyes open. Keep your head on the swivel. Look at your surroundings. Know the people you're around. Get away from bad energy. Only bring good energy to the room. If you ain't feeling that good, stay to yourself that day. Don't bring that energy out. I can go on and on, like Janice said. Love y'all. We out of here. Love you, Janice. You be safe out there.
Love you, Mom. Have a great day, guys. Love you all. Don't forget to wear your mask.
Wait.
Love you guys. See you later, Mom.
All right.